Hello everyone, hello everyone. It is me, Jesse Audrey Lane. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and hit that bell so you can be notified of when a video is posted for you. My journal process, oh my goodness. I thank you so much. I truly do mean it when I say I thank you so much for subscribing, following, sharing. Man, it's been awesome to know that I can come on here and just be Audrey Lane. Who are you? Are you being your just be? Are you being just be in your God given, wonderful, beautiful name? So tonight I am coming to with the B words. So I told you guys that in December of 2020, I had a talk with God, and literally He had told me confirmation, 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 going forth, going forth. So things have truly been coming where I know and I can say, God, this has been you. I was saying, like, I always say how the difference for me is a need and a want. And for God to say, I need you, is awesome. It is truly awesome. But what really captures me and gets my attention is I am wanted. I am wanted. So God is telling us, I need you, but I want you, child. So the want for me is something that is like that really gets me. And how I'm getting to where the B words came from. The fact that God wants us is amazing. We truly need to know that we have someone who truly wants us. So today is Wednesday, July 21st, 2021. And I said it was going to be something about this day. And but I said this a while ago. I said this to myself a while ago, and was writing out the how. And so today we had revival at church, Bible study, and everything like that. And the pastor who preached actually was breaking down something I was just sharing with you guys on um, the well, and how you know um, the well springing forth. Um, this is where I was like, okay, the B words is coming up about you have to believe, you have to read your Bible, you have to be brave, you have to know that you having a breakthrough and that God is going to break you from your bondage. So I don't know. I can't tell you how this all was coming to me other than him. I just was like the B words, like literally. I started laughing like the B word, because we all know that word literally can be a bad word, but it was like the B words, like and just be brave. When he said be brave and be bold, I'm sitting here like, why is it? But let me stop, because my whole thing, I know I always am trying to figure God out, and it was like another B word, behave. You don't have to figure me out, and it's so weird. Because I was saying, God, I need you to talk with me. I need you to talk with me, God. And a lot of the times for me, I feel like he talks to me through me. If that makes it makes sense to me, it does. So it was like, you know, be bold has been staying in me for a while lately. Be bold, be bold. You are brave, you are brilliant, and I'm just like, God, you have a way of talking to me. It's so funny because it's like, God, The fact that you want me gets me. The fact that you know, see fit in me makes me appreciate you more, God. When I tell you, I was sitting here trying to get my thoughts together on some things of how do I get this out? How do I get this out? Because even though this is a journal process for me and I love getting on here, I don't know, he's really been speaking to me about being, go out and go forth and motivate. And I've been like, okay, I'm gonna motivate myself. I'm going to be there to motivate, Audrey Lane. And come to find out, I would say a little bit of that is true because I motivate myself because God just be speaking to me. But I had someone reach out to me about how it inspires and motivates them, and all I could think about is, God, this got to be you. This has to be you. So I'm gonna give you your glory because I don't want to take credit for any of this other than the fact that I just open my mouth, but you come out. you come out. Because I was like thinking, like, am I even saying the right things? But I'm like, I have to be saying the right things because it's my journal. Instead of me writing it down, I voice it out. Excuse me, I voice it out. And it gives me like a comfort, joy with it. And I, I was saying, just like God values you, Audrey Lane, you need to value God. Man, me wanting a relationship with him, I thought I had one. Not like this. Not like this. Me willing to actually be like, God, I want to draw nearer to you. God, I see you as my all. God, I see you as everything. And I want to see more of you. I need more of you in me. I was like, I can't believe even now that I speak with him and speak out like this. I'm trying not to cry. I'm not going to cry tonight because in the revival, the pastor was speaking and it truly connected with me because I went with my niece. We were out today and we went to a soul food restaurant here in Philly called Just to Serve You. This guy did not know we went there at all. So we're sitting there, mind you, we got there a little bit late, and he was saying about how your struggle is over. Your struggle is over. That God has everything for you, that we're about to spring up. And I was just saying that about, how something is different in me. And I appreciate it, God. Something is different in me. And he was talking about, like, yeah, we got to get some things in order. So if, God needs us to stop doing things we shouldn't be doing and focus more on him, because he's actually in the midst of actually controlling his eating habits and diet and making sure, because we all are getting up there in age and we have to be healthy. So he said, so we need to stop going to just to serve you, then that's what we need to do. And I'm sitting here like, oh my goodness, is this man calling me out? How he know about this? God has a way of getting through. And what made me really look at it as exactly what the name of the restaurant is, just to serve you. Do you know we serve a God that is literally there just to serve us? And people may, I'm not even going to back down from saying it like how I'm saying it. Because we serve a God that is literally there day and night, that comes right there to us when we ask. And I will say this, the service I get from him is top notch. Top notch. And that is so amazing, because after all I done been through in life, I still serve a God myself that wants to serve me back. If that's not a good thing, man, I don't know what to tell you. How is it we serve someone who wants to serve us back? Because you know why? It's that working together two-way street right there. God literally wants us to show up. Show up. He'll teach us how to do everything. He'll teach us to do literally everything he needs us to do for him. I am... I keep getting the word water, water, water sent to me. I have no clue why it was coming up. I think I may have mentioned it a while ago on here, but because I was telling you how my pastor spoke on water and preached on water, and his wife, my first lady, did it. So my boss, she knows that I kind of struggle with drinking water. I'm not a big fan of water. I don't know, not a big fan of water. And lately she has been on me to like either getting bottles of water and sitting them there. And she knows I used to like a particular brand, but now it's like it's just water. I'll drink it. But she's been on me for drinking water, drinking water, drinking water. And I want to say I have no clue why she's actually on me for drinking water. Until I had this thing come to me today about, it's ready for you to drink your water, because God is in the season of growing you. He needs to be watered. Everything that he's planning down and stored down in you, or is your lane now, it's time for it to actually be quenched. It actually needs to be drowned with water so that it can actually come up. And all I could think about was that. And then when this preacher preached on it today, he preached on it like something fierce about the well, the well, the well. And I'm like, the well, the well. So capture your water. It's springing for water. And all I could think is like, God, so that's where the water connection is coming from. And I would definitely say that it's time for things to come up and spring forth, because I had applied for a job that also a stranger kind of was telling me about, but not really a stranger, just, excuse me, uh, someone who I don't really talk to with like that, but like was saying, you know, here, this is the perfect job for you. This is the perfect, move for you. You will fit so well in this. We don't have conversations like that for him to actually bring that up to me. But instead of me trying to figure out why and how I did it, come to find out they actually called me today, and I did an interview with them today. And I can honestly say that I have full trust that I have it. And the reason why I say that, because I had someone on my side that literally actually brought this opportunity to me. And I want to say, not even necessary was looking for it. It just literally came right to me. Right to me. And it's with the same organization I'm with now. It's just in the main office side of it. Actually, the housing side of it. And it was like, don't you believe that I will put you in somewhere that I'm going to make sure you're going to be okay with? So I'm like, okay, why is it when I be thinking things like that, then he comes and he tells me stuff like, don't you believe in me, Audrey Elaine? And I'm like, the whole time, I'm like, yes, God, I do, because I made sure I prayed before I did the interview. And in the midst of me doing that, it was like, okay, thank you for showing me, thank you for showing me my honor of getting down and praying to me. But I got you in this interview. This is just an interview that has to go forth because they want to see your real self come out, Audrey Lane. They want to make sure who they're actually bringing into this position is someone that truly can hold it. And you can. So don't worry about being something you're not. Just be Audrey Lane. And that's exactly what I did. I was myself. And just a comfort with it. Like I just was like, man, believing in you, God, and you giving me such a comfort made me really go into it boldly. Made me go into it with such a belief. And I just was like, I don't know where these B words was just coming from today. A lot from instantly this morning. It just kept coming to me. And I just was like, why is all these B words just keep popping up for me? Literally, guys, I'm telling you, all of them just kept coming up. Believe, bold, be bold. And so when I said, like, God, what is going on? It was like, you're having breakthroughs come to you. You're having, you know, a lot of things coming to you, Audrey Lane, because you are now putting your trust and belief in me. So I am breaking you to get everything through you to come out for me. I want you to believe that I have you covered. I want you to stand boldly in what I am doing, because you're about to be brilliantly blessed. And all I could do was like stay quiet, stay quiet, and literally let him talk through. Like having my headphones on, they weren't playing any music or anything. I just had them in my ears because I can't tell you why. I just was like, I gotta hear this, not have anything else coming through but him. I I I wish the other B word would come to me, because there was another one, and I know it is there, but I'm not going to wreck my brain on it now. We have to know that, man. I thank God that He is in the business of blessing. in the building, the business of blessing is not always a financial thing. You know, that is good. That is something I thank him for it. But it's also the business form of blessing you with life, blessing you with, you know, spiritual sharpening, blessing you with the fact that you're becoming a listening ear and a kind heart. But transformation for me has truly been a blessing, because I never in my head would think that I would have been here where I am now. When I truly look back, last year this time, this girl right here was a wreck. But I thank God for the woman He is having me become every day. Here it is. God has a way of bringing it back. The breaking of the day. Breaking of the day. So everything literally is breaking off and breaking out of us. You better believe that God is for you. You better believe that He is working wonderful things in your life. You better believe that being in bondage for you no more is here. Stop, and I say it often, or you don't stop with wanting to be where you have to overthink things. That's bondage. We don't need to overthink things. That's a bondage that will keep us caught up on one little thing that ain't even really a task. It will have us caught up trying to overthink and try to get things right for something that's not even existing, something that we don't even have to focus on. It's a distraction. So we have to be mindful of that. Pray over your life every day, every moment of the day. For me, there's no such thing as praying too much. There's no such thing for it. For me to sit up there and say, oh, you know, you're praying too much, He ain't going to listen. No, that's not how He works. You be communicative with Him. Talk with Him. But I will tell myself this and tell you this. I be quiet so that I can hear Him talk back to me. So today was something, because all of these B words, the B word just been coming to me. The B words have just been coming to me. And the very first one of it was believe. Believe. What are you believing in? Because if you believe in just in yourself to make things happen, don't. That's pride. We have to not do that. Be cautious of that. Be cautious of believing only in yourself and believing only in man. We truly have to believe God. Literally, I'm sitting there. Everything just has been coming to me, and I'm reading what it is. I have already told you, and you don't. Let me make sure I get it right, because I don't want to give misinformation. I have already told you, and you don't believe me. Now, this is from John 10, verse 25. Jesus replied, I have already told you, and you don't believe me. The proof is in the work I do in my Father's name. So we got to believe. It's so funny how He comes to me through different ways, and that's how He comes and connects to us in different ways. So we got to start by believing and trusting him. I can say trust for me was a big deal. It was. I would be sitting here lying to you if it wasn't. But I truly thank him now that I can trust him. And it wasn't even him not doing anything for me not to trust him. I myself didn't know how to connect. But I thank him so much for never giving up on me. Everything that I went through in life, he knew this time when it came. I didn't know it. I didn't know it. How about this? I didn't even believe that it was possible for me. And for it to be now, to literally, and I'm going to say it, for the bondage to be off of me. All I had to do was believe. For the breakthrough to come and touch my life and open up things, is all I had to do was believe. For the bravery to actually be in me, all I had to do was believe. That you see brilliance in me, and all I had to do was believe. And then also, like I said, the believing builds trust, and the build came in me. The build. He's building us up for something. We don't need to worry about what it is, because I had to say to myself, stop worrying about what God is trying to do. Stop trying to figure out what God is trying to do. Will you let him do his job? Will you let him do his job? We don't do a good job of ourselves. We don't. I know I didn't. I didn't. I'll be sitting here lying to you if I said I had it all together. Why is it at 40 years old right now at this moment, I feel so much closer to him than I did when I was a child? And you want to know why it is? Because even over this little bit of time, less than like a year, I would say, all I had to do was believe and give it to him. Believe and grow in him. And believe and really be built more in him. Okay. So it was like, God, you're talking about all of this being in me, but how do I really recognize it, and how do I get it to come up out of me? And then that's when the water thing for me was in the play. It's time for you to drink your water. It's time for you to go forth and nourish everything he done planted in you. That's what you have to do. Now, in my head, I'm sitting here thinking, what does water have to do with it? But then I had to stop, because my well is actually being replenished now with new water, with new things coming in, with a new perspective, a new everything. And before I try to sit here and figure things out to cause it to just be sitting there, I'm going to just trust God and believe that where he is filling the well that once was dry, that once was clogged up, which once would people just put things in to clog it up. Because I told you, I literally was just reading this in the Bible. It now his whole thing is like, don't worry about any of that. You don't have to concern yourself with that, because I am building you up. I am building something in you. I have blessings for you. He has blessings for us. So you just better be mindful of who you have and who's around you for it. Because we don't need people who are blessing blockers. Sometimes we do have to be mindful and cut people off and let them stay there, because God is a multitasking God. So while He's working on you, He can work on them. Ask Him for clarity, because that's where I am now. God, give me clarity on who is supposed to be along for your reasons and your purpose in this in my purpose that you have for me. Who is supposed to be there? Please truly identify them with me, God, because I don't want blessing blockers. I don't want people coming around to actually literally be spectators to tear you down. Or Jerlene, you don't need that. You out there, you don't need that. You need people who's going to actually be sharpening you. And you're going to be sharpening them back. I am at a point in my life now where I'm okay with not knowing where things is going, because before I had things planned out and was waiting for things to kind of happen with me doing it with my own hands, and they never seemed to get done. When I tell you, I was so close to actually being in misery, wanting to do things my own self, wanting to fix things, wanting to fix my marriage, wanting to fix how everything was going with my children, wanting to fix it. And finally it was like, okay, no, just stop. Trust God. Believe that He has your best interest, Audrey Elaine. Because sometimes we get in the way and block our own blessings. So you gotta be cautious of that too. Not everything is someone else's fault. I will say this, a lot of the times it's our fault, because we get caught up on wanting things to be done a certain way, in our way. We don't want to take in new information on how to get things done a way that is needed, because all of us do things totally different. So I'm like, God, I'm going to be a team player in what you need me to do for you. Because you're putting it there and you're moving me and working me, and you're literally doing all of the work. So let me show up to be a team player for myself and for you. Because whatever He has for us, He's truly not going to let us down. He's not going to sink us down. Jesus. I am so looking forward to one of the last B words that I know has to be done for me. I want to be baptized. And now for the right reasons. Now I truly believe of what it is to actually have a relationship with Him. And for me, I want to say is literally trusting Him and doing the work. We have to be willing to go and do the work. And I would like to say it's going to be a continuance of the B words for tomorrow, but I'm not sure. It will have to be where God speaks to me and tell me exactly what it's going to be. Because all of these B words have been coming to me, and all I could do is say, thank you, Jesus. And then it was like, well, how do you know it's Him? But God. But God. Jesus Christ. Be awesome, Audrey Elaine. Believe, Audrey Lane. Be bold, Audrey Lane. Be brilliant, Audrey Lane. Mm. Man, I thank him so much for. I never knew this. I never knew a piece like this. I never knew any of this. I used to watch my mother, how she would do Bible study and how she would do things. And it wasn't meant for me to kind of get it how my mom did it. And I would say that definitely reassured that it wasn't like how my mom did it for me to do it. An example was set. An example was there on you do it, but I do know that the example of me doing it how she did it is not what God wants. He wants my own genuine way. Like you have something to go off. However, now you change it and do it how you and I can connect, Audrey Lane. He wants you to do it how you and him can connect. Believe, be focused, you're brilliant. All of these B words just keep coming to me. And then for the water to come up and then it's like, go ahead, you're going to spring forward. You're building something in me, God. That's amazing for me. You talk about feeling unworthy. But then it was like, as soon as I wanted to say, I'm not worthy enough for this, God was like, why not? How you gonna tell me to be me? Don't you think that everything he is asking us to do, that he's already equipping us with everything on how to handle situations, how to carry things out, how to move? I so believe that I have more in me than I even thought of. I love where I am for him. And all I could do is say, God, please take me further. Please take me further. God, you say you want me, right? And you need me, right? I thank you for that. Help me to be consistent with showing up to you. Help me to be consistent so I can actually, one, I love writing, well, speaking this journal out because when I tell you, it gives me such a joy and a peace. I can't even explain it. I go back and I watch the videos sometimes, and all I can think is like, girl, you got a lot in you. You got a lot in you. You out there have a lot in you. Be bold. Just be you. When I tell you, me just being me, things are opening up so fast for me. I had a lot of great things happen to me today. And all I can do is say, thank you, Jesus. Because none of them would be possible unless it was him. None of them would be possible unless I opened up myself to him. None of this would be possible if I wasn't doing what he needed me to do. Mm. So be bold, believe. All I have to do is do that, is believe and be bold. Mm-hmm. So I want him to connect with me more of what are these B words that he keep bringing up. What are they? So I know what they are, but like God, how do I now, you know, do it? Because I do believe I am seeing a breakthrough. I am seeing more braveness in me. I am seeing being bold in you and bold for you. But God, please break down all of this for me. Break it down for me. And when he does, I'm going to make sure I put that as a journal. Because a lot of things have been happening to me. A lot of things have been happening to me. And all I can truly say is, God, you get the glory for it. You get the glory in all of it. You get the glory, first of all, because you have truly changed who this person is right here. Hmm. Believe, 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 believe. All of these B words, man, the one that came to me first and stuck out, believe, 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 believe. Believe, believe, believe. Believe. All I have to do is believe. All I have to do is do the work. All I have to do is trust. Man, I really want him to break everything down to me more and more so I can get it for him. I want to make sure that I'm doing it right in him. I want to make sure that I'm doing it right for him. I want to make sure that I have the right attitude for everything it is he needs me to do. And just to hear the pastor today actually talk on confirmation, he didn't say the word confirmation at all in it. It came in my head when I was talking with God. Dang, God, you truly have a way of doing confirmation for me. Believing in you and trusting you and being there to actually, like, how is it you have all of this stuff for me and all I have to do is show up and believe in you and go forth in you and it's there? Yeah. Be bold in it. Be bold in your belief. Because he is doing so much in us. So much in us. I, man, I definitely had to, I don't know. Because it's more that's sitting in me that's saying, you may have to get more. I know that this isn't fully completed. Because the one thing I can say that definitely needs to come out more is just how he's been saying, believe, believe, believe. And also that I need you to believe me because all the struggles and all of the brokenness that you had, Audrey Lane, I'm actually bringing forth. I'm bringing forth for my purpose for you. Everything that you've seen that was broken and not of use, I'm using it, Audrey Lane. And then for the pastor to actually just started singing a song that like was really coming to me of the struggle is over, and not even with where you may think it is, Audrey Lane, because all I could think about is the struggle of how I can say of the ups and downs of am I doing right by you, God? And that's where the belief thing started clicking into me. The belief thing started clicking in. Believe that you're doing it right. I'm getting you right every day. All I need you to do is believe in me. And believe me, Audrey Elaine, it'll be done. You're going to be okay. And it's so weird for me of how he connects. So it was like, also stop getting used to wanting to connect with me a certain way. He's been coming to me in so many different ways. I that makes me know that I have to believe that it is him. Because people have been saying like little bits and pieces to me that I have been sitting down talking out loud to him. None of these people been around me, but yet it keeps coming back to me. So it's like, you have to believe it is so. You have to believe I am here. You have to believe in me. You have to believe that everything is going to work out, Audrey Elaine. Your struggles and everything is over. So for him to start singing this stuff, and we all feel that like, oh wow, how does this happen to me? This guy don't know me. But what I had to do is say, God, okay, I believe you, I believe you, I believe you. I believe you now, especially more and more every day, because where you have brought me through and what you have brought me out of to bring me here now, you're building something up. I can say this girl is a work of art right now. This girl right now, it puzzles me sometimes to be like, God, you do know where I was. You do know all the craziness that I had in my head. You do know that I drank, I popped pills, I smoked marijuana, and I was just crazy in the head. And it was like, believe me, child, I have something for you. Get over that. And it was weird because I would say I really did not listen to him, because he has also told me stop bringing it up. But it does get me that, God, you need me and you want me. Because and this is one of the things of where I was struggling about, like my past. God, do you know everything that I did? And when I was talking with him about it, the need and the want thing was kept coming up. And it's like, just believe in me, just believe in me. And I was like, but I did all of this stuff. And it's like, stop bringing it up. Like, I know what you did. You don't think I was there with you? You don't have to remind me. I come on here, guys, and let you know my past and let you know things that was going on. And for you to just know and believe that God still wants you no matter what you've done in your past. What you are doing, God still wants you. He still wants you. He still wants us. You better know we are wanted. He wants us because he needs us to go out there and do him. There's someone that we're going to connect God to. But we got to remember, man, it's not about us. But there's a need for him to wring out of me so that he can get his want out of me too. And that stuck with me too. You need and want me, and I need and want you. And that All of these B words. All of these B words. This wasn't one that came up to me, but I gotta make a part two. So I'm about to say bye because I have to sit more in this one. I have to sit more in this one because the belief is already there. All I have to do is believe in him and let him just literally take over from here and keep on doing. That's amazing. I thank you guys so much for me just being Audrey Lane. I thank you so much for subscribing to Just Be Audrey Lane. Make sure you guys hit that bell so you can be notified of when a video is posted. You guys, come on. Be your Just Be, your just God-given name. Who are you? Who are you? So, I don't know if I said today, but I'm going to say it now today. Right now is July 21st, 2021. By the time this video get posted for my YouTube, and even for my podcast, it will probably be a different day, the 22nd. But this process started, this video started today. I thank you guys so much. Man, it's still more. Only because I want to be consistent with doing a everyday video will I post this. Otherwise than this, I really would like to make this one whole long video, because this is what I'm going to be writing in my journal when I can finish and get off with you guys here. I'm going to continue with the B, and I probably don't even write it in my journal because I don't want to lie to you. I have a lot of things going on in my head. What's the B words, guys? The B words. So I love you guys. I truly do. I truly do love you guys. Make sure you go and you love someone else. Love on someone. It helps us. It helps us along the way to love on someone. So I love you. I love myself. And more importantly, I love God. I thank him so much for just always showing up and being himself. You guys have a good, wonderful night. I'll be back on tomorrow. And I hope that he comes out of me with what the B words are all about. You guys have a good, safe evening, and I love you. Bye now.